everyone. This is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, October 7th through Sunday, October 13th, 2019. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Power Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Just a reminder that we're into a new month of energy, the month of October. So if you haven't already watched my monthly angel card reading for the month of October, please be sure to go onto my YouTube channel and get the large general overview of the whole month, the energy dynamics, and messages from our angels and guides. Okay, so let's start by looking at the stones of choice for this week's reading. So our first stone of choice is rhodonite. This is a beautiful pink stone, and I chose stones this week that reflected the energy of Venus, or some call Aphrodite, because Venus is actually moving into a new sign this week. So the rhodonite is a stone of compassion. It's a stone of emotional balance, so it brings in emotional balance. It helps to nurture both others and oneself. It activates the idea of love in your life, and it activates the heart chakra, which of course is related to unconditional love and compassion and healing of the heart chakra and relationship energies. Your second stone of choice is this beautiful raw ruby. And the ruby stone is a stone of creativity. It's a stone of loyalty within relationships usually. It's a stone of honor and compassion, and it brings about spiritual wisdom, and it stimulates the heart chakra as well. So stimulating those heart chakra, unconditional love, passion, healing of relationship energies. And then the last stone of choice is this beautiful pink opal. It's a very light pink. So this light pink opal, this is great for gentle, nurturing, calm, and soothing energies. So again, it has a gentle, nurturing, calm, and soothing energy to it. And it helps to bring that energy to the emotional body. So again, the healing of the emotional body. It brings love and peace and hope. And it also helps to clear and balance the heart chakra. So these stones all have a very similar kind of feel in some ways to them. So go with your gut feeling, go what is attracting you in this moment, even if it goes against what normally you might be attracted to. So again, we have the rhodonite, we have the raw ruby stone, and we have, the pink opal. Okay, so let's talk about the astrology for the week. We start out on Monday the 7th, and we're going to feel this on Sunday the 6th. So this is part of last week's reading. If you are watching this video early, you're going to feel this on Sunday the 6th. On Monday the 7th, we have a connection with Mercury, the planet that rules the mind, the mental realm. It rules our ideas, our thoughts, our communications with others. It's currently in the sign of Scorpio. It's already made its transition into the Scorpio realm. It opposes Uranus, and Uranus is that planet of quick, sudden, unexpected, lightning bolt kind of energies. So when we have Mercury opposing Uranus, it's going to play out with other people in our lives. Oppositions between planets play out with other people as our mirror. So we're talking about quick and sudden, unexpected communications and messages from other people. And again, we're dealing with the Scorpio, and we're dealing with the Taurus, where Uranus is. And that Taurus-Scorpio realm can be about finances, money, and personal resources, as well as other people's personal resources. So we definitely might have some communications going on, or situations going on here, new ideas going on in that realm that deals with money and our sense of kind of security, or again, those personal resources, which can involve more than money. Personal resources can be support from other people, anything that is a resource to us. It can be connections to other people. And so again, I would say that networking with other people is highlighted. You might have some sort of unexpected chance to network with or have a conversation with another person, or it might just come out of the blue. And it's again, it's something that you haven't planned for. Now with Uranus, you expect the unexpected. So we don't know, is this going to be, what we might term a positive interaction, or is it going to be something where it kind of sideswipes us and we don't see it coming and it's a little shocking, because Uranus likes to shock us too. It likes to bring in this strange, unusual, and shocking kind of energy. And it's great for a sudden redirection of sorts. So there's all kinds of ways that this particular energy can play out. Also on Monday the 7th, we have the Sun, which is still in Libra, the planet of relationships, partnerships, balance, equality. And it is in a challenging aspect to Saturn. And of course, Saturn is the planet of restriction, limitation. He rules structure and form. He rules manifestation. He also rules karma and our karmic patterns. Now, this is a challenging connection. So there might be something challenging within relationship matters with the Sun being in Libra. That's the lens through which we're shining our light right now for everyone in the collective here. And again, we have Saturn being that restrictive, limiting, ruling third dimensional time kind of planet. So there might be something to where there's just a little bit of frustration within relationships. There is a need for patience within relationships. There's something about timing of something within a relationship to where we have to have patience and just kind of wait it out, so to speak. There might be some sort of karmic lessons in relationships, something that deals with maybe matters of equality that we're needing to kind of iron out or move through. So both of those things happen again on Monday the 7th. On Tuesday the 8th, we have Venus, the planet that rules love, relationships, as well as money and finances, because she rules both signs of the zodiac of Taurus and Libra. And of course, Taurus is that personal resources realm of money, finances. Taurus also rules our sense of self-worth or worthiness. And Libra, the other sign she rules, is about relationships and partnerships. And that's why she rules kind of both of those realms. Now, she is moving out of Libra on Tuesday the 8th, and she's moving into Scorpio. So she's moving into that intense and passionate and just the deep realm of Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign of the zodiac opposing Taurus that also rules resources, money, finances, but it's usually other people's or our partners. So there's probably going to be, for the next few weeks while Venus is in Scorpio, some matters coming up about shared resources, our shared money, our shared time, the things that within relationships we share with one another. And again, this can be a romantic relationship, a business relationship, or any other kind of one-on-one relationship. Scorpio is a sign that often does rule like finances within business matters. And so we definitely have that being highlighted here with Venus going into Scorpio for the rest of October and into November. So we also have within relationships with Venus going into Scorpio this very intense energy, this very passionate energy, this very sexual energy. It's about merging, where Scorpio just wants to merge with the other. So it can take on a positive, but also maybe not so positive, intense flavor to it, depending on what's going on, usually in life, but in your own personal astrological chart as well. And then on Saturday the 12th, we now have Venus opposing Uranus. So we started out the week on Monday the 7th with Mercury opposing Uranus. Now on the 12th, Saturday, we have Venus opposing Uranus. And, Uranus rules freedom as well as all of the other things that I've previously mentioned. So with Venus being about potentially relationships and or money finances opposing Uranus, there might be some sort of freedom energy surrounding either our partnerships or our money situations. We might be freeing ourselves from something, like freeing ourselves from debt, where there's something unexpected that comes in and kind of sort of like swoops in and saves the day kind of thing, something we didn't see coming, or maybe we saw it coming, but it came quicker than we thought. But it can also be where there's freedom from. So there might be a freedom from some sort of relationship matter, or freedom from finances, meaning that we're spending more than we thought we did. So it's, in a sense, we're freeing ourselves from money, but not in the way that we want to. As far as relationships, it doesn't mean that we're walking away forever necessarily. If there is some sort of freedom energy within a relationship matter, it could just mean for, a day or two around the time of this particular aspect that we are more independent than usual, or one or both of the partners involved are doing their own thing, taking space. It can be something just as simple as that as well. But there could be something also very passionate and exciting going on here. Maybe you meet somebody for the first time too, because Uranus again can bring this quick and sudden energy into our lives, and there could be somebody new that enters the scene. Again, whether it's a romantic partnership or a potential new business partnership, it can bring that in. And then on Sunday the 13th, we've now built up to this full moon energy at 20 degrees of Aries. So full moons are a sign of completion about something. When we're building up to the full moon, it's really intensifying people's emotional responses and emotional reactions. And since this full moon is in the sign of Aries, Aries by itself is already an emotionally reactive kind of sign. It's that knee-jerk reaction kind of energy, because the ruling planet of Aries is Mars, and Mars is the warrior. So with our emotions and with our feelings right now, we feel like the warrior. And so our buttons can be pushed really easily, especially because we're building up to this full moon in Aries. The full moon in Aries also is connecting to two other planets. It's making a positive connection to Jupiter. And Jupiter is the planet of blessings. And so there definitely could be some blessings that come in with this full moon, something that comes to a head in a positive way. But Jupiter can also expand us into a challenging energy as well. So Jupiter expands us into blessings, but it can also expand us into fear, anxiety, or other types of energies as well. And again, since this is a full moon dealing with emotions and our emotional reactions with something, and just say action too, because Aries is the sign of action and forward movement. So Jupiter can expand us into positive forward movement. It can expand us into big emotions and emotional reactions. So again, we don't really know how it's going to play out. It could play out in both ways at the same time. The other planet that the full moon is connecting with is Pluto. Now this is actually a challenging aspect because Pluto is in Capricorn right now. And Pluto is the planet of power and control, death and rebirth, transformation, regeneration, transmutation. So it's a very intense energy. Pluto deals with the subconscious mind. And again, our emotional state is heightened right now. So there could be some huge transformative energies happening on the emotional body level. And Jupiter is also expanding that. So again, many different ways that this can play out for us. But a powerful week because, as we're moving into the Scorpio realm, Mercury is already in Scorpio, Venus is moving into Scorpio this week. We have another week and a half or so before the sun moves into Scorpio, and that's an intense energy. To me, it's a positive energy. I love Scorpio because it's transformative and it's about the phoenix rising from the ashes, so it's like a death and rebirth. And it's about owning our power and merging with our power. So it's about empowerment. So all of this Scorpio energy that we're now moving into, think about the idea of empowering yourselves in relationships or situations and circumstances, but also empowering yourselves within your own thoughts, ideas, and belief systems, and how you operate through those belief systems and how you operate through those daily thoughts that you have. So let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides here for the week. Turning over the first card, we have the Seven of Michael. And in the traditional tarot deck, this is the Seven of Swords. The suit of Michael, the suit of swords, deals with the mental realm. So it's all about our thoughts and ideas. And, a lot of times the swords cards are cards that trip us up because the ego mind gets in our own way sometimes. The number 7 numerologically is a number about self-reflection, going within, contemplating a little bit more deeply, thinking a little bit more deeply, analyzing things. Let's go ahead and read the message at the bottom. It says, there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer, and review all of the details. And so it does really sound like we need to, again, pay attention, self-reflect, analyze things a little bit more deeply. So no knee-jerk reactions here. Again, we start out on Monday with Mercury, the planet of the mind or the mental realm, opposing Uranus. So there can be a quick and sudden decision that we make, but this is actually saying to hold on a minute. Don't make that knee-jerk reaction decision. Take a little bit of time, weigh your options, look at all the little details of the different directions or decisions that could be made here. Take your time, again, review, analyze, reflect. And just as it says, there's a better course of action available to you. So what you may be moving towards, or the decision that you might have thought you already made, there might be something better. So again, you might have to kind of weigh those options, kind of stop yourself, take a pause, if you will, and perhaps redirect your energies or make a different decision. Weigh the pros and the cons with this one, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the second card for the week. Okay, the second card is Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers card. And we always think of the Lovers card as being about relationships, and it definitely could be about relationships. We have, Venus in the mix here going into Scorpio, Venus opposing Uranus this week. This can also be about bringing things back into balance. I've found sometimes with the Lovers, we're talking about a partnership, not always with another person, but sometimes it's a partnership with the divine. This is a major arcana, so this is about our soul's journey of evolution and growth through, what we call the tarot deck here. And with this, we want to partner with our higher soul self. We want to partner with the divine in order for balance to take place. And I say balance because the number 6, numerologically to me, is about balance. It's about balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's about balancing home and family matters with work and career matters, balancing aspects within yourself, balancing emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. We have it ruled by Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Raphael does rule healing both the physical and the emotional body. And all of our stones of choice this week mentioned something about balancing or cleansing or opening or healing the heart chakra. So I would say that with the Lovers card here, we're healing something. We could be healing a relationship matter. Now again, this could be romantic or business or even friendship or family related. Okay, let's read the message at the bottom. It says, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. So when we follow this card up from the 7 of Michael, and the 7 of Michael says there might be a better course of action. Take some time, take a pause, reflect, analyze, review. Don't make a knee-jerk kind of communication or thought or reaction on a mental body level. This is saying operate through the power of love. Again, whether it be in a romantic, intimate relationship, whether it be in a partnership with a business, another business partner, or whether it be with a family matter, etc. This is all about making choices from your heart, just as it says. So be in your heart chakra, be in the space of unconditional love before you speak, before you communicate, before you make a choice or a decision. Especially I think about Venus opposing Uranus. There might be an incident or a situation to where you feel like you just want to walk away, and maybe you want to walk away from a partnership. It might be walking away from a situation, maybe job related or something else. But rather than making that knee-jerk reaction as we're building up to the full moon where our emotions are more heightened, be in the heart space, take a pause, speak from your heart, operate and do actions or take actions from your heart space. You want to be in that power of love. So call in Archangel Raphael to help you heal whatever the situation or the circumstance is all about. And ask him to allow you to speak from your heart chakra, to speak with only love and compassion towards other people, remembering that even though they may be acting or speaking in a way that is hurtful, and you might need to set a boundary. At the same time, they are dealing with their own subconscious karma, past patterns, emotional, feelings that are perhaps challenging. And so they need this love and compassion to kind of move through whatever it is that is needed to be moved through. Okay? Let's take a look at the last card here for the week. The last card, okay, we have another major arcana. Interesting, major arcana 2, the High Priestess. And the High Priestess here is ruled by Archangel Haniel. Archangel Haniel is the archangel that assists us with our intuitions, our psychic abilities, our healing abilities. And the High Priestess definitely is a card where we're very spiritually powerful and connected to our own inner guidance, our own inner intuition. And this is about, to me, the divine feminine empowering herself. Just as I said, with Venus moving into Scorpio this week, Venus rules the divine feminine, and moving into Scorpio can be a very empowering time, just like the High Priestess here. It's the number 2, major arcana 2, and the number 2 is about balance. So we really need to balance our inner sense of power in a positive way. Sometimes when we move into a state of power, sometimes people overcompensate and we feel like I have to take back my power and now I'm going to disempower you, or I'm going to be more aggressive towards you. And you can be assertive without being aggressive, and you can be empowered without being disempowering to other people. So I feel like the High Priestesses say, use your power wisely. And again, with Archangel Haniel here, calling in or bringing in a heightened ability with your psychic abilities, your intuitions, and your healing aspects within your life. The message at the bottom says, powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, be at peace. So we have kind of a repeating theme here, because we have powerful psychic insights and it says reflection, meditation, okay? That 7 of Michael, to me, taking a pause, reflecting, going within, meditating if you can, on what is the right course of action here. And also, talking about this valuable information, and be in a place of peace, be in a place of balance, be in that space of love, like the Lover's card that we talked about. So there's a theme here of energies, as we build up to the full moon, maybe being a little bit emotionally overwhelming for us. And people will emotionally react according to their feeling of responsibilities in their life, what they have to juggle on their plate with business, career, family, finances, everything that's going on in their life. So they may be a little bit emotionally raw. They may be reacting emotionally, or even perhaps acting disempoweringly with other people, with all of these energies that we spoke of this week. But instead, if you can move into your positive personal power, and you can stay balanced, and you can stay in a place of love, and you can, again, take a pause, reflect, and meditate before speaking or reacting, that's going to be the best course of action for this week. All right, let's take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So for the people that chose the rhodonite, let's give this a little shuffle here. Rhodonite people. Okay, this one's actually calling my attention, sticking up here a little bit. Rhodonite people, first chakra, Archangel Michael. Now the first chakra, of course, is the base chakra, the root chakra. We're dealing with matters of security and stability, which includes finances, career, where I live, my home, that kind of thing. It's all of those tangible things that provide security in our lives. So we're definitely dealing with all this Scorpio energy, ruling other people's resources and money and finances. Feel like we're dealing with these matters of security, and it can involve emotional security as well. We do have a heart chakra here at the base chakra, so we could be dealing with emotional security matters, but also, again, financial, career, home and family, all matters that deal with security. So this is calling in Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael asking him to pull cords between you and any fears and anxieties that you may be holding, or pull cords between you and situations and circumstances that are no longer in your highest and best interest. And ask him to help you be released from these lower vibrational energies. And then ask him to surround you with the protective white light of guidance and inspiration and moving forward in a positive way. Archangel Michael is holding a sword here in this card. So, he's kind of the warrior angel. He carries a sword, he carries a shield, he kind of fights off lower vibrational energies, including our own emotions and thoughts and belief systems, as well as energies outside of ourselves that are of a lower nature. So I feel like we're kind of fighting, if you will, although I don't really care for that word, but we're fighting against these lower matters of security consciousness, feeling emotionally insecure, feeling financially insecure, feeling insecure about relationships or finances or career or whatever it might be. So again, call in Archangel Michael to assist you in rising into your warrior nature in a positive way. This is like rising into your sense of empowerment in a positive way and using it wisely. The number of this card is 35, and if we add the 3 and the 5, it's the number 8. The 8 numerologically is about our personal power. It's also about matters of finances and career and outer world kinds of happenings, but definitely the number 8 rules our sense of inner authority and power, to own our power. Okay, so for those of you that chose the ruby, let's go ahead and give this a shuffle here. Ask for the message for ruby. Okay, this one keeps calling my attention. It was between 2 cards, but then my eyes finally went to this one. And we have now another chakra card. We have the 7th chakra and Archangel Uriel. So the 7th chakra is the crown chakra. This is our higher insights, our higher wisdom, higher knowledge, where that can come through from the divine, from source. So it's about opening the crown chakra basically and receiving higher wisdom, higher knowledge, higher insight. However, the crown chakra is there at the top of the head, so we're also dealing with our mind, our ego mind that can sometimes get into a place of fear and anxieties. And Archangel Uriel, to me, is the archangel that helps rebalance and heal the mental body. Just like Archangel Raphael heals the emotional and physical body, Archangel Uriel heals the mental body. So heals our thoughts, heals our belief systems, so that we are more in a mentality of glass half full rather than glass half empty. So we're more in a mentality of thinking positively and inspirationally and joyfully and in a space of belief and faith and trust about things that are to come, rather than being in a space of fear or anxiety or depression or any of those lower vibrational thoughts. Okay, those are, I guess, kind of emotions, but some negative thoughts could be, this is never going to happen for me, I'm not good enough to do this, or whatever it might be. So he kind of can help, and it looks like a she here, that Uriel is pictured as a she. Of course, the archangels are neither male nor female. So in this rendition, Archangel Uriel is showed with long hair, and I guess even with the long hair, it still could be a male figure, but that's aside the point there. Archangel Uriel is helping us receive higher information. So again, call upon him for divine inspiration, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, opening up that crown chakra to the divine energies, and to kind of come through the crown chakra of the head with that white light or amethyst purple light of the crown chakra, and cleanse any negative belief systems away, to cleanse any negative thoughts away, to heal the mental body, to heal that mental realm. And with the number 41, that adds up to a 5, and the 5 can be about chaos and things that are ungrounded, which, the mental body can get in our way and kind of create this chaos and confusion. But the number 5 is also about new opportunities, new potentials, new ideas, excuse me, new situations that come into our lives in a positive way to help redirect us, okay? So let's take a look at the message for the pink opal people. Okay, this one actually called my attention before I shuffled too much. And pink opal people, we have happy family. Okay, so happy family. Number 4. The number 4 is about structure, stability, manifestation, groundedness. It shows a family of people kind of holding hands together in front of the ocean. And I feel this definitely could relate to your biological family in some way, to where there's a restructuring taking place, to where there's matters of stability or security that have been brought up within family. And of course, matters of stability and security often deals with finances, or it can also deal with where you're living and the possibility of do we need to relocate, things of that nature to kind of restructure our lives. But notice there's a rainbow here in this card, first of all. The rainbow in front of the ocean, and they all look very happy. And of course, the phrase at the bottom says happy family. So whatever's going on with matters of security or stability, feeling grounded, feeling focused, it's all going to turn out okay. You and your family, or you and the people in your lives, this could be, biological family, this could be spiritual family as well. You're being led in the right direction. You're moving towards a happy place. To me, the rainbow, and I think of the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, there's blessings here on the way. There's something good happening with this restructuring that takes place. But the number 4 sometimes can feel challenging. The number 4 sometimes feels limiting or restricting or challenging. Can't see outside the box. I feel held back because there's a sense of timing that's involved with the restructuring or moving forward. So you have to have patience. With the number 4, you have to have patience. This can also be not just about biological family, but as I mentioned, spiritual family, or people that are in your lives around you that there's a cohesiveness with. So again, there's something positive happening. This could be about a work situation, or people that you're partnering up with in a work situation. Or a business situation. So know again that there's some sort of blessing or pot of gold here at the end of the rainbow. There's a restructuring that's taking place, and you're all moving together in solidarity into this new and happy place. The ocean significance is a connection to the emotional realm. The water is emotions. The land here, though, is about physical, situations. So we're talking about physicality, situations, circumstances. We're talking about emotions, and we're talking about all of those things being brought into a sense of structure, stability, and something positive is coming into manifestation soon. Okay, so I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. Thank you all so much for sharing my video, subscribing to my channel, commenting on my videos, following me on Facebook, looking and traversing through my new website. Got a new newsletter page there. There's a new page where the weekly and monthly videos actually are right on my website. So a lot of new things to kind of check out and look at. Again, sacredsoulempowerment.com. I thank you all so much, and I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.